Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to make a brownie in a mug with just a few simple ingredients and in a very short amount of time. Alright, to start off here with the dry ingredients, we're going to be using, very simply, flour, sugar, salt, and most importantly, cocoa powder. Sweetened or unsweetened, really unimportant. Alright. Start off, we're going to be combining our ingredients in a mug. I like to use a nice big one to make it very easy to stir them together. You can use a 12 ounce or a 16 ounce, it really doesn't make much difference. So, all we're going to need here for the dry ingredients, very simply, just a teaspoon. So, to start off with, we're going to take 3 teaspoons of flour. There's 1, 2, and 3. Set that off to the side. Likewise, 3 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2, and 3. 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. There is 1, and we'll guesstimate that's about 1/2 there. And finally, just a small pinch of salt. Now, once we have our dry ingredients in here, we're going to take a fork or similar implement, just stir these together. Cocoa powder can sometimes get a little bit clumped together, so you want to get this all nice and mixed up into a fine, homogeneous powder. Once you're done, it should look something like this. Now that we have our dry ingredients blended, we can move on to the wet ingredients of the brownie. For this part, we're going to be using milk, canola oil, and vanilla. So in a separate container, I'm using a mason jar just because it's what I have on hand. Again, I'm going to be using just a tablespoon, very simply. I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of milk. I've also made this recipe using substitute milk, such as almond milk and oat milk. Turns out just as well if anyone wants to use some non-dairy replacements. We have those 3 tablespoons of milk. We're going to use 1.5 tablespoons of canola oil. This, additionally, can be substituted with melted butter or coconut oil, which gives it a very pleasant taste. So there we have 1.5 tablespoons. Next up, for the vanilla, we're going to use about 1/2 teaspoon or 2 caps worth. This you can really guesstimate and just go for however much you feel like. I'm going to do 3 because I like a nice vanilla taste. And once again, we're going to stir this up and get that all blended together. Once we have our dry ingredients mixed together in our mug and our wet ingredients in a separate container, very simply just going to pour that in there. Now, pretty obviously, we need to stir these together. I'm using this cute little whisk, but really a fork works just as well. You want to get this nice and well combined. You don't want any chunks of flour in your brownie. That can really throw off the taste. You're going to get a nice, thick, dark batter here. It's going to look a lot like brownie batter. I wonder why. So, we're going to turn out looking something amazing, looking like that. Once we have our brownie batter made and in the mug, it's very simple matter. Placing this in the microwave for between 1 minute and 90 seconds, depending on your microwave. Or just check it occasionally and once a toothpick, insert it into it, comes out clean. That's how you know it's done. Alright, now that I have my brownie cooked, I'm going to stick a toothpick in there, pull it out. See just little clumps. That's alright, I like mine a little bit on the gooier side. And you have a beautiful, delicious, easy to make mug brownie. Thank you for watching.